Wonderful. Okay, so can you introduce yourself to me, please?
Okay. First, my name is Khoi. The full name is Khoi. I'm a secondary student. And recently, I live with my family. My family include my father, my mother, and my sisters.
Okay, very nice. So we're going to move on to the first topic of discussion. We have presents and gifts. So when is it important to give presents or gifts in Vietnamese culture?
I think it is important to give present and gift in festival or in in their birthday. Giving present and gift, I think is a good way to say thank you.
Okay, I would agree.
To say, to appreciate their presence or to appreciate that day. I think.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay, what was the last present you received that you really liked?
It was a bag about my last birthday. That bike is a sport bike and it can go really fast, about 40 miles per hour if I use all my strength. And it also has a lot of mode, like climbing mode for when you go to some place is really high, or you can go into normal mode for the straight road.
Okay.
For the flat road.
For the flat road. Okay, nice. And we've got here. Okay, we'll do one more of this. Have you ever received a present that you didn't like?
It was yes. It was in the school, and it was a joke of my friends. He gave me a spider, a really big spider, but it was a toy.
Oh.
And I am the person who really scared of spider, especially big spiders.
Yeah.
So I was really scared and afraid, frightened.
Yeah, I can't blame you, especially because spiders in Vietnam are not friendly. Okay, so this is your piece of paper here. I'm just going to read the question to you before I start writing. And the topic we've got here is, please describe an important decision that you have made, okay? You should say what the decision was, how you made your decision, and what were the results of the decision you made, okay? And finally, please can you tell me why was it important? So, I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute. Ready? Off you go. Okay. Okay, right, time is up. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, off you go.
An important decision that I have made. It was about like 10 years ago when I was really young. I was in the primary school. The decisions I was made is when my parents want me to move to the school that they want, but I decided to move to the school that I want. At first, my parents did not agree with my decisions, so they had ignored me. But I tried to raise my voice. So in that day, I think we had an argument. A really big argument that even the neighbor could hear the voice. And however, but in the end, the results they still no, they have agreed that I can choose the school that I want to go there, and the result is just as I expected. I could go to the school that my friend go to, so I can play with them, and just and the result also good for my parents. My grade is also be really good. And the reason why it was important, I think it show how independent I was, or how I can how I can look for myself, how I can care about myself. I think, and that was the end of my presentations.
Are you okay? Very nice. All right, wonderful. And finally, we've got part 3 over here. Okay, so we're going to be talking about university. Let's start with the first one. What kind of challenges do people face studying abroad? What kind of challenges do they have to face?
Like different. I think the main challenge is the different cultures. Because different cultures would cause a lot of trouble, like races or discriminations. I think like in the Americas, there are a lot of Asians who move to America, and the result that the American tries to push them back to their home, and the results in the Americans, there's a lot of violence about that, I think.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Okay, I'm going to go to the next question here. In which ways are universities in Western countries different to universities in Vietnam?
Could you rephrase it?
Yeah, so do you think Vietnamese universities would be different to Western universities?
Could be.
Could be. And what ways would you guess that they are different?
I can take a sip of water.
Yeah, of course, yeah, of course.
University in Vietnam, I think, is different because it still uses the traditional technique to teach students. But in the Western countries, they have used online or blended learning to teach students. For example, in Western countries, they now use a lot of technologies, internet, and even use internet to teach students who live far away or can control the timetable. But in the university in Vietnam, you have to go to the school, or otherwise you will miss that lessons.
Okay, yeah, I think I would agree. And finally, okay, yeah, I think that'll do for the time being now. Okay, well done, that was pretty good. Fantastic. Okay, let's do